1 in 3 Coloradans say they struggle to afford basic necessities, food, housing, as well as healthcare costs. Now, when we talk about this, though, renters are really bearing the burden. All this data came out in a recently released survey called the Colorado Health Access Survey, and the people in the most challenging position are renters. 48% of renters say that they struggle with these basic necessities versus 27% of homeowners. And we can't have this discussion without talking about eviction filing numbers. We've really seen these numbers soar in the past 6 years. Pre-pandemic, those eviction filing numbers were around 9,000 a year. Last year, those numbers were at 16,000. So not quite double, but pretty close to it.
And resources are tough, I think, particularly as we see federal policy changes threaten, so many of the social safety net programs, whether that is SNAP or rental assistance. Those are all, and the weakening of fair housing enforcement, all of those things make it much harder for people to stay in their homes.
A small silver lining, though, those numbers have actually decreased ever so slightly this year, so about 14,000. Now, you may be saying, whoa, we were just hearing that rents were going down in Denver. What Marissa with the Community Economic Defense Project says is that's actually for luxury buildings, not necessarily across the board. So there are still several people who are struggling with rent and seeing rising costs instead in the Denver metro area.